welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to do a very special vlog with a V.
Top 5 must-haves for babies under 6 months. So if you have a 0 to 6 month infant and you're trying to figure out some things that's like, what do I need for my kid? Well, here you are.
Yep, this will help you out if you're a first-time parent.
So item number 1, the DockATot.
This is number 1 for a reason. It was by far our favorite item.
So the DockATot is a CoSleeper. What makes it a great product is because for us as new parents, we weren't one of those parents that kind of put the baby in the crib immediately. We kind of wanted him to be close, and our bedrooms are not right next door to each other, so we try to look for a method of co-sleeping. So we got a DockATot and it worked out perfectly. My fear was, having a baby in the bed with us, but the DockATot was perfect because it gave him his own space. It had bumpers on there, right? The bumpers are pretty comfortable for him. And it allowed him to just kind of have his own space. So how we kind of worked it is, we put the DockATot in the middle of both of us, right? So but we put it on top of our covers. So we put it on top of the covers, put the baby in there, and he pretty much slept, as much as babies sleep. So I think having that was great because it allowed us to put him right in there, give him a pacifier or whatever just to soothe him, and he went right to sleep.
And I also used it during the day, like on the couch. If he was napping and I wanted to nap, I felt safe having that on the couch and then being close to him or near him. Also, we do have a king-size bed, so if you have a smaller bed, it might not work as well putting it in between you just because it does take up some space. But I mean, you can probably make it work. I will say we did get a Halo bassinet, and we used it like once. So
yeah, it wasn't as great. He really enjoyed the DockATot.
Yeah, I think the closeness that the DockATot gives him is what made him sleep so well in it.
Yeah, he was not a swallower at all.
Yeah.
So in the hospital, when he was first born, I could swaddle him up real nice like a little burrito, and he'd be right out. But it seemed like as soon as he got home, he's like, "No, take me out of this. I don't want to be in it." So another good thing about the DockATot was tummy time. Like I started doing tummy time with Bug immediately right out the hospital. So it was, if you're familiar with the Boppy, the DockATot actually, it kind of works as that as well because you can kind of put him on his stomach and you can put him on the edge of it just to give him a little more support. So
and just a little disclosure, the DockATot does say that your child shouldn't sleep in it. It has a warning against that, but I think it's fine as long as the child is being monitored and watched.
Yeah, because we noticed that, with him being in there, his shoulders and everything, even if he turned his head or whatever, he was never touching the side. Now, they do have 6 month and older DockATots for bigger kids, but by the time he got to 6 months, we were like, no, time to sleep train, so put him right in the crib, and he sleeps in his crib now.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, we're bringing today's episode from his room. So we are in Bug's room.
So the next item is similar to the DockATot, but a little different because you can't really sleep in it too much. But it's the Boppy. I think the Boppy was a great multi-purpose tool because I could put him on his back and he could sleep in it if he wanted to. He could do the tummy time, and then also I was able to use it under him for support while breastfeeding. So that's mainly what I use the Boppy for. That's why it was one of my favorite items.
So for me, I like the Boppy for a number of reasons, right? You know, as a guy, you know, sometimes he was born during football season, so we would sit on the couch and watch football. So it was a number of ways I was able to use it. One, I could actually just put him right in the middle of it, right? Make him feel like he's sitting up. So he would sit like that sometimes, even though he had the loose neck thing going on. I could also, you know, transition him to it when he was sleeping. So imagine me just putting him, because he had this thing, right? He just needed to feel my skin in my arm to go to sleep. So I would put him in my arm, you know, make like the shape of the Boppy, and then I would just kind of... Oh, you saying I'm lying? I'm not lying. So I used to put him in the Boppy and then kind of slowly slide my arm out. So the Boppy, you know, how it's shaped, right? So I can kind of lay him to the side in there, and he would get a nice little nap in that way. And again, for tummy time, I'm big on tummy time because I was all about, you know, getting him to get those neck muscles up. So as you can see, he's beyond that now, but that's why the Boppy was a great addition. Now you can't really use it for sleeping. Like you can get away with, you know, doing some naps in there, you know, if you need to just sit the baby down really quick or what have you. So it's really good for that. It's really comfortable, and you can kind of get creative. It's basically a pillow with a hole in it. Now the Boppy also does. We had two Boppies. We had one that didn't have a hole in it, but we found that one couldn't serve as many purposes, and like she said, she used it for breastfeeding a lot. So just putting it right on her hip, you know, as some extra support, so that worked out well. Must have number 3, the crane. Now, the interesting thing about the crane is I like the shape of it, and I like the overall look of it. It's really modern. It has, you know, the different settings, so I can actually cut it on and turn it up high if I like or what have you, but he sleeps with it all the time. The doctor actually recommended us to get a humidifier, so my wife did a lot of research on it.
He had a stuffy nose. I think it's because a lot of babies get stuffy noses because their air passages are so small and they're growing, so they just get stuffy noses all the time. And our doctor recommended a humidifier. I did some research on whether to use cool air or warm air as far as like the mist that it puts out, and everything said cool mist. So this is a cool mist humidifier.
It's almost the shape of a teardrop, if you can kind of see that.
Yeah.
This top part you can actually rotate different directions, so it's pretty cool. So you can definitely buy any humidifier you would like. We like this one. It's really easy to clean, really easy to you know, kind of refill, things like that. One thing about cleaning though, you do have to make sure you clean these things weekly. So you want to just dump out the excess water, you want to clean it out. It comes with instructions on how to, you know, care for it. But this is a must-have. It just gave the whole environment a nice, cool environment. The house is already cool, but just having this cool mist, it seemed like he slept a lot better with it. So this is definitely on our must-have list.
Yeah.
For our must-have number 4, the Munchkin Baby Wipe Warmer. So we're kind of giving you a twofer here because the Munchkin Baby Wipe Warmer as well as the organization system. So what we like about this, we actually own multiple wipe warmers, and this one is just perfect. It actually has a little night light on there. If you know, for us, if we have to change the baby overnight, we don't like to cut on too many lights. So it has a little night light on there, and then it keeps the moisture of the wipes, and they're like perfectly warm. They're the perfect temperature. Yeah. We have some other wipe warmers, and we've had trouble with them drying out. We've had actually a wipe warmer crack one of our tables because it got it got too hot. So that was kind of interesting. But the Munchkin warmer is like perfect. And then the organization system, there's, you know, we have a slot for Pampers there. We have a slot for, what do you call it?
For Pampers, for like lotions, and I have his comb and his brush in there, ointments. I have some hand sanitizer in one of the pockets.
And what do you call this thing?
Oh, this is the
the changing pad cover.
Yeah.
So we keep diapers on one side, we keep the changing pad covers on the other side. So it's just really convenient and really organized.
It also includes the little trash bags to put like dirty diapers and stuff in.
Yeah. So it has if you don't have a diaper pail or something, which I completely recommend you get it. That's for another episode, but you definitely want to have a diaper pail. But if you don't, again, this organizer has a little space for the trash bag, so that way you can kind of just tuck away the baby's messes and you don't have to really deal too much. So another must-have. And if you're like us, we'll give you a tour of the room later, I guess. But you see, we have basically one dresser in here. We have his crib and his bookshelf, things like that. So we only use one full dresser. We wanted more seating so we could be in here together with him. As you see, we're both in separate seats. But it just works, right? We just have everything on his dresser and there's still room for his changing pad. So as he grows, for now, right? He's about to be 8 months. And as he gets bigger, maybe we'll change things up. But, from 0 to 6 months, it was perfect. So I give it a thumbs up. Munchkin baby wipe warmer and organizer.
Our number 5 item is the Rest night light.
The Hatch Baby Rest.
That's what it's called. Yeah. So basically, it's a light that you can control from your phone. They have an app. You can make it any color. It's also a sound machine, and what else? You can put a timer on it. So for him, when we first got it, he was still co-sleeping and breastfeeding in the middle of the night. So we would have it on at a very dim, like orange light, and I was able to breastfeed him and still be able to like see a little bit without cutting any extra lights on in our room and all that other stuff.
So the orange hue was perfect because, like she said, when he was co-sleeping, his thing was he loved to have our bathroom light on. Like, so we have our room has a bathroom, and then for some reason he slept better when we had the light on. So we always have the light on, kind of crack the door. So that led us to the idea of getting the Hatch Baby Rest. I mean, I love it because I love electronics, right? So I'm always using all the features. I have it on a timer, so if you can get them used to the the different colors and the timing of things. Even if you watch the little commercial they have, they kind of sell you. It's like the kids stay in the room until it like turns green, and then they run to their parents' room. So I have that set up for him. So I have it come on during bedtime every night, and it goes off the same time in the morning. So it just gives him that comfort. So if he wakes up overnight, it's not completely dark. It doesn't frighten him, so and he typically puts himself back to sleep. So the Hatch Baby Rest, not expensive at all, great tool, nightlight. And then, if we do need to, check on him at night, maybe he's standing up in his crib or what have you, then it's not completely dark. So we try to have it dark, but, with the Hatch Baby Rest, it allows you to adjust the light. So you can make it brighter or dimmer. I prefer the orange hue, so definitely buy that. It's a must-have. Grab the orange, use the orange hue, or experiment. Sometimes you can have the rainbow colors go through. Yeah. And we'll do that sometimes where we just want his imagination to roam and he can stare at it. Never during bedtime, but
he's not a big fan of the white noise, but
have fun with it.
As far as the light,
the noise is crazy too because it has a washing machine, it has a traffic, rain, sound of nature, birds chirping, like all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, you have a lot of options.
Hey. Tell him what you think about it. He likes it.
We decided to do one more little bonus item, and that item is the...
You gonna tell it?
You don't want me to talk about it? You're like, Mommy, no, that's private. It's our little secret.
The Baby Bum Cream Spatula or Brush.
And basically it's just,
keeps your hands clean.
Yeah, it's just this little silicone spatula looking type thing. And it has like a suction cup so you can suction it to the top of any surface. And you use it. We put Aquaphor on his butt to like keep him from getting any type of diaper rash or anything like that. and you use it to spread it on however much you want. And it keeps your hands clean, keeps you from having to,
to touch the baby's bottom.
touch the baby's bottom, get cream under your
self-explanatory.
nails. Like women, we have nails and stuff like that. It's gross.
Yeah,
So.
she gets her nails done, or me, I don't want to touch his butt. Right? This is very inexpensive. It's like $6.
Really cheap. You can get them from anywhere.
Amazon, it's like $6.
Target.
We're gonna post links to all this stuff below, so enjoy it. These are some of the baby must-haves. So again, if you have an infant, if you're a new parent out there, grab these items. Tell us what you think.
Yeah. Thanks for watching.
Exactly. Like, comment, share the video.
Yeah.
Be sure to subscribe.